Thank you so much for being here tonight. This is democracy in action, and so I'm going to actually have to change. Let me just say, I'm MannaJo Greene. I'm the Environmental Director for Clearwater. I also serve on the Ulster County legislature, and I am a member of Citizens for Local Power. And when Clearwater commented in August of last year, one of our concerns was that there was not equal access to the REV and other PSC proceedings. That is still true, but this is a real effort to remedy that, and I really want to thank you. I think the most important thing I would like to stress tonight, so much of what needs to be said has already been said this evening, is the need for an independent statewide entity to serve as a unifying DSP, that is, Distributed System Platform Provider. In the REV, the staff straw proposal indicated many conflicts of interest and other reasons why the utility should not be the DSP and yet are still recommending. I think realistically, as much as we would like to not see it be the DSP, the utilities not be the DSP, at most do it on a transitional basis, not more than 5 years. I prefer that we go right to a democratically ruled, multi-stakeholder representative board, something like NISO, the New York IS Independent System Operators, but really comprised of stakeholders, all of the stakeholders, and then a staff under the statewide DSP, independent DSP, that is highly skilled and knowledgeable. Not everyone on the board will be, but they will be able to represent the various stakeholders. The other thing I want to thank the PSC for is opposing the new capacity zone, the Lower Hudson Valley new capacity zone. That was an example of a poorly designed tariff that has not worked. Its intention was to create capacity in the Hudson Valley. The result has been we are paying higher prices for existing capacity. That is Indian Point and all of the fossil fuel plants, and then bringing Dan Scammer back on board. So basically what the new capacity zone has accomplished has been to support fossil fuel and renewable, nuclear and fossil fuel infrastructure, and it has done nothing to incentivize renewable energy and energy efficiency. And that is what the potential of community choice aggregation 2.0. And I want to just really distinguish for people who are not clear about that. CCA version 1 simply aggregates our collective energy purchasing power within a participating municipality to keep electricity or natural gas costs down. CCA 2.0 includes comprehensive planning to bring more renewable energy infrastructure and energy efficiency into this region on an accelerated schedule with increased local control. And that's, I think, really critical. The other thing is that CCA must include all sectors, commercial, industrial, and institutional, in order for it to work. CCA, all the CCAs that are working allow opt-out, so that we're not twisting anybody's arm, but it must be comprehensive for it to work, or at least have the potential to be. I'd like to see more participation of the unions and labor, because it's definitely going to affect that sector. For example, if there is an independent statewide DSP, that would be a sector that should be represented. Now, given what I just said about equal access to the REV and PSC proceedings, they are still very dominated by the utilities and the ESCOs and the people that have the resources, the legal resources and the expertise. Most of us, the Citizens for Local Power, for example, we do this in our spare time. We do it with great dedication, but I have 2 other full-time jobs. There is still disproportionate representation, and I think what we need to think about statewide, we have an funded, understaffed utility intervention unit. We have the Public Utility Law Project for the entire state. That's like, 6 or 8 or 10 people for, a state of millions of people, millions of ratepayers. We need to restore the Consumer Protection Board. The last couple things I'd like to say, and we need intervener funds in all proceedings. And I think in rate cases, you should require representation from municipalities, from the counties. It is unthinkable to me that there, I guess now with myself accepted as a party in the Central Hudson rate case, there's no representation from the municipalities who themselves will be impacted and all their constituents. And then I want to also say that nuclear energy is not renewable energy. It is a very dangerous and hopefully soon outmoded form. We have talked about creating a balanced portfolio, a balanced portfolio of renewables and energy efficiency, and that just should not, absolutely not, and does not in the REV include nuclear energy. I think that is about it. I will submit more complete comments in writing. Thank you. And I was speaking tonight strictly on behalf of Hudson River Sloop Clearwater. Thank you. Thank you.